In today's request, we are back doing a Ben Shapiro reaction. Only this one is a little bit different. The title is I'm Talking. A student loses it while debating with Ben Shapiro. Can't wait to see this. Let's check it out. Okay, let's see why Ben Shapiro gets shouted at.
Before I ask my question, so do you come from Holocaust survivors, or are you a Jewish family that didn't?
So my great-great-grandparents arrived here. A lot of our extended family was killed in the Holocaust, but our immediate
Your
family...
great-great-grandparents, but not your grandparents.
Right.
Oh, do you have friends whose grandparents were Holocaust survivors or anything like that?
Of course, many of them. Yeah, I've helped write memoirs of Holocaust
survivors. Yeah.
Right.
Their families are kind of messed up, right? Like, my family is very messed up.
I mean, if you go through a trauma like the Holocaust, I would imagine
they teach that trauma between generations. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, trauma very often in a lot of circumstances is passed down. I mean, I know some kids of Holocaust survivors who turned out fantastic and some who didn't. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
That's just people's own individualism, isn't it? You know what I mean? Some people cope with things, whether it be trauma, whether it be happy situations, bad situations. Some people just cope with it better than others. People are just built different. Right, okay.
Passed down.
That's a bit of a silly question, really.
Holocaust survivors who turned out fantastic and some who didn't. I mean,
yeah. Okay, so you are officially woke. That is what wokeness is about.
He's anti-woke, isn't he? Isn't Ben anti-woke? I don't know a lot about him, but from what I've seen, and the fact that he's did a song with Tom McDonald, to me says he's anti-woke. Okay, let's see what he says.
You are officially woke. That is what wokeness is about. It's like, people's grandparents or their great-grandparents were slaves.
Well, it's okay. No, it's okay. Guys,
fuck you, I'm talking.
Guys, I actually want to hear. I want to hear.
No,
he didn't just say it to Ben Shapiro. He was saying it to the audience. I thought he lost it with Ben Shapiro. You can't say to an audience, like however many, a couple of thousand people there at least, maybe 1,000, and you shout to them all, I'm talking. Asking for a bit of a slap there, aren't you? And to be honest, obviously the crowd are there to see Ben, so they know that Ben is not woke. He is the anti-woke, isn't he? Right, okay, so then that's why they went, ooh.
Fuck you, I'm talking.
Guys, I actually want to hear, I want to hear, it's okay. I want to hear, let's at least hear the argument. Let's hear it,
Okay.
He wants to hear me.
I do want to hear it, it's fine, let him go. Let's hear it.
Come on.
Explain how that's woke.
So, I mean, the whole thing is like, let's see. So during Silent Calvin Coolidge's administration, do you know about like the Great Mississippi Flood back in the 1930s?
I understand that American history is filled with racial evil.
Yeah. And that causes some intergenerational trauma, which affects people's ability to be effective, things like that.
Fine. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why? So if the idea is that history has consequences, of course that's true.
Yeah.
That's not wokeness.
Yeah.
That is not wokeness. What wokeness suggests is that fundamental institutions in American society
are so... No, it doesn't.
Yes, it 100% does.
I ran Elizabeth Warren's campaign. I helped organize her volunteers around here. I am a representative of wokeness.
Okay. Well,
and that's just, this is...
Going to a Ben Shapiro show with a lot of Ben Shapiro fans, people who've paid money to go and see him probably. That's if it is a paid-for event. And then taking on Ben with a debate, saying that he is a signal of wokeness or a pioneer of wokeness, whatever it is he said. Can't remember exactly the wording. In a room full of people who are supporting Ben, who's anti-woke, he's not going to make any friends. This guy's going to get his head kicked in. Right, okay, let's go.
I am a representative of wokeness.
Okay, well,
representative wokeness.
This is all it is.
Well,
I when I went to go get my first tattoo, the guy had lightning bolts and 88s tattooed on his neck. And as a Jewish person, that's really messed up. It's basically a threat.
There are racist people.
What's the relevance of that? What's the lightning bolt and the 8-8? What does that mean? Let me know in the comments, because I don't follow any religions.
That's really messed up. It's basically a threat.
There are racist people who exist. The argument that you're making, and I'm going to close with this because this is going in weird directions, and I don't really want to.
No, it's not.
I don't really want to get. Just hold up a second. I let you get out your arguments, and now it's time for me to respond because I let you say.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you respond, but
no, not but. Now
Ben should have said, "Shut the fuck up! I'm talking."
Arguments, and now it's time for me to respond because I let you say.
Okay, I'll let you respond, but
no, not but. Now's my turn.
You are not characterizing what I'm saying accurately.
Now it's my turn. Your definition is inaccurate. The reason your definition is inaccurate is because any sentient human being would acknowledge that history has consequences.
Yes. Right.
But if the idea is, but that's not what wokeism is. Wokeism is a different thing. Wokeism suggests that all inequalities of today are attributable to not only historic injustices, but also continuing injustices in the now, and that all disparity is attributable to discrimination.
Like that, but a conservative.
Not just that.
A conservative is the only person. I want to know why. Why is it that conservatives are the only people who define it like that? Why are conservatives?
Crowd going to shut down for him.
Okay, so we're gonna have to stop here because this is going nowhere. But
what's up?
I'm gonna have to stop with this with you because this is going nowhere.
Basically, we're gonna have to agree to disagree. Because whatever I say to you talks over me after telling the crowd for talking over you. The argument is, what he's basically saying, as Ben was trying to get his point across about it not being woke about the historical events, the guy was arguing back, saying it was. And how can a conservative tolerate this, etc. Right, okay. So what he's trying to do, this student, is not agree with Ben, but then he's pushing the envelope and trying to force that opinion onto him, or the other people in the room, whichever, which is what I don't agree with. I think everyone should have one point and get the point across after the debate, and then if you agree to disagree, then do that. But don't start pushing, because it gets you nowhere. If two people don't agree, they're never going to agree.
To stop here because this is going nowhere. But
what's up?
I'm going to have to stop with this with you because this is going nowhere. All I'm going to say is this. To sum up,
I just am trying to understand your perspective.
He knows the crowd's on side.
On a fundamental level, you're shifting definitions to avoid the consequences of your own argument. And if the idea is...
Biggest cheer in the room is the guy who got up and put the hand over the microphone. Right, yeah, let Ben answer your question without you talking over him.
On a fundamental level, you're shifting definitions to avoid the consequences of your own argument. And if the idea is... Final point.
No, it's not. No. It is free speech if you go back and forth. You saying something then continuing to talk over someone who's replying to your question is not giving him the freedom of speech to respond to you. You've got to let the other person speak before you put your other value across. You can't. He's censoring you because you're asking a question, and not letting him answer the question is what's happening here. That's what's happening.
And final point. If you are going to hold on, if you are also, just final point to sum up there.
They removed him.
Final point to
I can follow that.
Yeah,
but,
one more. I just want to make, honestly, I want to make one final point to sum up there. If the idea is that traumas of the past invariably bleed down into the present, that does not explain why certain groups that have been historically not only marginalized but slaughtered in mass genocide are some of the most successful groups in our society.
Right.
So if the idea is that past trauma always equals current inequality, or that my actions in, say, robbing a convenience store are attributable to bad actions that happened in Alabama in 1930, the answer to that is no. Don't rob the convenience store. The only way that you're going to be able to break the chain of history is to make good decisions. What people on the left don't like to talk about is actual solutions. What they like to do is bitch about problems that existed 60 years ago and blame those for failures to solve them now.
I I see that argument, to be honest. I see that argument there because the guy who, obviously, he's talking about left and rights. I'm not massively political. I don't know anything really about left and rights, only that one is woke, one is anti-woke. And then the way this guy was coming across, like bitching and bitching and bitching about it, like he said, is just proving the argument that this student was trying to bully the conversation by, like he said, bitching about it. So yeah, I get that, and you know, you can't. Certain things, like you said, do have ramifications from the past. I get that. Certain things, like laws change, this, that, and the other, because of things that happened in the past. But like you say, if you go and rob a convenience store, that's not down to something that happened in 1930. That's your bad decision. You know what I mean? That's not from there. It's from now. So I get that. I get it. You know what I mean? It's interesting to see another side of Ben like this as well, because all I've seen, obviously, is him rapping and the point across that he gets when he was talking to the lady who I think was out of a depth in the last video. Right, okay, Ben Shapiro. So he's primarily right. That's what we're going to say, isn't it? Anyway, what did you guys think of this video? Let me know in the comments, and if you like my videos, then please hit like and subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next video.